Alright, so we're going to head back from Trent to Altanova, and then we're going to do some fail stacking and enhancing. I have so much enhancing I've done this past week, but I guess I'll just show you most of my big enhancements. My goal by the end of this session was to get probably full try with hopefully one TET weapon, but yeah, unfortunately that didn't happen. I'll just show you guys what exactly happened throughout this enhancing spree. We did go through about 500 mil in silver, so I hope you guys enjoy. As always, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button below. But yeah, let's just get right into this. So I did manage to hit that tri-steel dagger, and then I tried to do some fail stacking off some Trina axes, which honestly didn't go too well. I think I did a total of 6 Trina axes from 14 to 15, and none of them I was able to get over a 25 fail stack once. So I felt like I was wasting a lot of money there. I just decided to take a break from them. I'll maybe try them out another day, but yeah, most of my Trina axes just busted on me, so I just used my usual green gear to fail stack. Alright, so at this point we hit duo on most of our piece of armor, and we go for try, and unfortunately that fails and leaves us with a 41 stack. So then we go for try on our steel dagger, or TET on our steel dagger and TET on our awakening, which unfortunately both fail and leave us with a 51 stack. So at this point, since we do have a 51 stack on our wizard, we actually cannot use a blacksmith's book to save that stack, so we have to bring in alts. I will say throughout this whole episode, I bought in multiple alts to help us with fail stacking, so I guess we're giving up the rule of only fail stacking using blacksmith's book, which is good because it was such a waste of silver buying those things, and now we have lots of alts to help us fail stack, which will definitely save us a lot of money in the long run. Alright, so I just took all the items off this character. This is our 56 warrior. I guess we'll add him into the Road to 5 build series. Empty inventory, empty pearls. Unless we don't really care too much about, it's maybe like 50k. But yeah, we're gonna add a warrior. That's gonna be our fail stacking character. I guess I'll show you that he has no stacks too. 0 stacks. So yeah, we'll head this warrior over to Altanova and start fail stacking on him. So at this point, I've gone through my scrolls and junk drops from Fogans. I still have my crystals and syrups to sell off, and then that'll be most of our money from our Fogans grind. But we do manage to hit our steel dagger try, but unfortunately I didn't record it for some reason. I don't know where that clip went, but I'll show you here that we do have a try steel dagger. And then we go for my try chest piece, which I guess it's good that we hit it because it was at pretty low stacks, but I don't think I wanted this to hit, so I could have used those stacks on my awakening weapon to try and hit it to try. But I guess getting a try piece of armor, no complaints. But yeah, let's just keep on going. So we did manage to hit that try helmet, which was awesome, so that's another piece we could keep at try. And then of course we do some more fail stacking, and we do try to hit these pry boots quite a lot until we build up a 30 stack. At this point I think it's the right time to go for awakening weapon at try, which yeah, unfortunately fails. That goes back down to pry, so now we're gonna have to put a lot more money to get that back up to duo and then to try, and then maybe another TET attempt. Alright, so after all that enhancing, I am out of money. I'll show you guys the gear, but it's not doing too good right now. As you can see, we still have our syrup selling, and we do need to sell all these daggers, which will give us a lot more money to spend in enhancing, but right now we're completely out. So I've decided to collect all our mail. So this has been building up since the start of the series, so I guess we could just go get all and let it build up. So unfortunately, get all doesn't collect all your black spirit rolls, so I guess I'm going through all this manually. Nothing really special here. I think I got a concentrated weapon and a golden dagger throughout this whole thing. I think I'm at 5 rounds right now, which isn't too much. I probably roll it maybe once or twice a day. But it all adds up. Any free silver will help right now while all my stuff is being listed. As you guys could see, I did also post those syrups up. So right now we're completely out of silver. We just gotta wait until everything sells and then we can get some more money to do some enhancing. Alright, so we did manage to hit our awakening weapon to try, so this means we're sitting at our Tet area and 2 try weapons, our try awakening and our try sub weapon. So we go for our Tet attempt and unfortunately both of them fail, which is actually pretty painful because I've gone through a lot of my silver at this point. All I have is the money from the syrups and I thought this was going to be the one where we could get our Tet. But I guess we just keep on going, we're going to keep dumping silver into this, and hopefully we could come up with a Tet. So at this point in the game, I actually got pretty frustrated with my Trina axes. I think I showed you guys 5 Trina axes blowing up to 15 without even getting a fail stack above 25, even busting at like 19 and 20. I don't know, these things weren't nice, so I actually got pretty frustrated at this point and decided to delete them all. I kept my 15s in case I wanted to fail stack on them again, but for now, Trina axes are definitely out. And I'm not saying that you yourself shouldn't use Trina axes, they're actually a very good option for fail stacking, but yeah, I guess RNG just wasn't nice to me here. So enhancing really wasn't treating me nice at this point. That was 4 try attempts and 4 fails, so I guess we gotta rebuild back to duo and then we have to go back to try. So I did actually clear out my tariff bank. I had an advice of Elks in there, which was awesome, so that's free fail stacks, and a couple of items also to sell in there for some extra silver. At this point, we are running out, and our gear is not looking good, so hopefully we could recover, but at this point, we are almost out of silver. I think we're just selling our plus 15s and hoping that we could get some extra silver to hit stuff up, but we don't have much backup anymore, and yeah, this is basically the last stretch of enhancing. So that was 5 duo fails and 1 try fail. I don't know at this point, RNG is just wasting so much silver, and this is literally 25 hours I grinded to get all this silver, which really sucks. It is really demotivating when RNG doesn't go your way. But I do at least get to open my shiny Camisilva box, which gives me a Bassi belt, so I'm not complaining, at least it's something. I think last one I got a blue molar, which was absolutely terrible, but I'm going to sell this and that'll give us some more silver for some more enhancing. So that was 5 duo attempts and none of them succeeded on my awakening weapon. So that's pretty expensive, and considering I don't have much money now, I do need to go and grind. I need to wait for some stuff to sell. So I go and grind some Fogans, and I do manage to get myself a Syrups probably within the 2nd or 3rd hour. But after that, I just go back to enhancing. So I guess this gives a good idea of how much I was failing. You guys could just see how much advice of Velks I have here. But by the end of all this enhancing, I had 4 alts stuck with over 50 fail stacks. So it really does suck to fail this much, but yeah, I guess we could just keep going. RNG can't carry you all the time. I do have to fail sometimes, and I guess even 25 hours of grinding at Fogans, it still shows that you don't get much out of it if RNG doesn't want to be nice. This is it. It has to fucking go this time. There's no way it's failing again. There's no way. Fuck you. This fucking game, man. Please. Yes, I went try. Am I happy? Nah. Nah, not at all. So we get try, and we go for tat, and so yeah, after failing that tet, I was basically done with enhancing. I decided to take the gear I currently have and go grind for a bit. I did about 6 hours at Crescents, which I've never been there before, and honestly it was pretty good. I actually managed to get upwards of 20 mil an hour because I got 3 Crescent Ring drops, which of course I'll show you guys here. But I'll also say that I did the first 3 hours with a guildie and I managed to get a Crescent Ring with him. So he said he would give me the first ring, and he said if we got another ring he would take the second ring, but unfortunately we didn't. But I did manage to get 1 more solo, of course, so that's 2 rings just from drops, and then I opened 9 soiled rings, I think, and I got 1 ring out of there, so that's my 3 Crescent Rings. And my guildie that I was grinding with, he didn't get a full ring drop to himself, but he did actually manage to open a soiled ring and get a Crescent Ring out of that, which was really lucky because that was his first drop he actually got from Crescents. So honestly, Crescents treated us really nicely, but I guess I'll just show you all the loot I got here, and yeah, we'll just move on to some more enhancing. Alright, so unfortunately I went for Tet again and it failed, so now I have to liquidate all my Crescents grind. The junk loot gave me about 25 mil, and the rings gave me 90 mil, and then my mail collection gave me another 20 mil, so it's pretty decent money there. But yeah, I guess Tet's not coming easy. Again, I have another fail stack above 51, so I have to bring in, or above 50, so I have to bring in an alt. So this is our second fail stacking alt, which we'll use. But yeah, I guess we'll just get on to some more enhancing. So there it is, 4 fails on my Blue Awakening, going for Duo. At this point, I was pretty discouraged with that weapon. I actually decided to buy a Green Awakening and hit that up to, I don't know, probably try, and we'll sit there and go do some grinding instead of sitting here and enhancing for a whole nother week. But that's going to be the end of this episode. Next episode will probably be 25 hours of grinding somewhere. I'll probably hop on that Mystic. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do for that, but I'll probably either add into the series or maybe have a separate video coming out. We'll see. But for now, I guess we could just go over our recap of this Road to 5 build. And unfortunately, we did lose some money this episode. We lost quite a lot of money this episode. But yeah, let's just go over this and you guys could see what exactly is going on with our bank. Alright, so this is our bank for part 5 of Road to 5 build. Of course, like I said, we lost a lot of money, which really sucks. It does hurt to actually add it up in the end and look how much you lost. But we'll start off with our last episode's bank being at 778 mil, and then our current bank is at 331 mil, meaning we lost 447 mil. And then our gear, we actually gained a bit because we did manage to hit all our armor to try and our steel dagger to try. But again, it's just that awakening giving us a lot of troubles. So our last episode's total was 1.67 bill, and our total value right now is 1.31 bill, so that means we had a total loss of 350 mil throughout this week of grinding, I guess, which really sucks. But honestly, RNG can't carry you all the way. I did come at a big loss on this episode, which isn't a big deal to me. It does suck to see, but I guess we just have to go grind more, dump some more silver into that gear, and hopefully we get a tet soon enough here. But alright guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. Sorry if any of that enhancing was hard to follow along. There was just so many clips for me to cut in, and sorry there wasn't really much progress at all throughout this episode. Yeah, RNG just wasn't nice. That's going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Expect a lot of grinding next episode, and I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button down below and leave a like. And as always, keep on grinding. Bye, strangers.